Do I even own you? You have been ignoring me. So do I come and find you? I'm really good at hide and seek. And do I even know you? You're different with the way you speak. I wanna come and see you, but you said you wanted space from me. So here it is, just take a leave. I'm holding on patiently. I'll wait and see just what you need.
So this is the new facelifted Volkswagen Polo GT TSI Petrol 2019 model. Now first let's look at what's new. First comes the inclusion of the honeycomb grille, reminiscent of the one we saw on the hot hatch Polo GTI. So the honeycomb grille along with the prominent GT badging and the Volkswagen logo lend the car a striking look up front. Further enhancing the frontal appeal is a redesigned front bumper. Also, we now get new side skirts, we get a new rear bumper along with a rear diffuser, and finally we now get an all-new tail lamp design with revamped lighting elements. Overall, the Polo GT comes across as a car that's built like a tank with rock-solid build quality. The design is an ageless design. It doesn't feel outdated or as if it's coming of age. It still looks sporty and kick-ass with the blacked out rear spoiler, the black outside rearview mirrors, the black and B pillar, the powerful dual beam halogen headlamps, and the huge 16-inch alloy wheels. Stepping inside, the interiors remain more or less the same, and I see no need for them to change because they still look quite premium and sporty with the all-black theme running throughout. The main update though is that the 6.5-inch touchscreen infotainment system now supports Android Auto as well as Apple CarPlay. The speedo console lights up beautifully and the multi-information display offers all the relevant info like distance to empty, average speed, average fuel economy, etc. The flat bottom steering wheel offers a nice and soft touch feel. The seats come well bolstered and do offer supreme comfort and adequate support to the lower lumbar region, and the best part is that the seats come with ultra premium Milan Titan Schwartz fabric upholstery. The space at the back is decent enough as well, though not as abundant as the Vento. The legroom is decent enough and so is the headroom. At best, we get enough room at the back for two average size adults and a kid. Boot space is 280 liters, which is pretty much sufficient for a car in the performance hatch segment. The storage spaces are also well thought out with a spacious, cooled glove box. We get bottle holders on the front doors that can accommodate 1 liter bottles. Talking about other noteworthy features on board, we do get Climatronic automatic climate control, but we do not get dedicated rear AC vents. However, the cabin cooling is pretty effective, so we don't really feel the lack of it. We get power folding outside rearview mirrors with integrated turn indicators. Also, the blacked out theme to the ORVM well and truly enhances the sporty appeal of the car. Further adding on to the sporty appeal are the aluminium brake and accelerator pedals. The 6.5-inch touchscreen infotainment system, as mentioned before, does now support Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. We also get Bluetooth connectivity and voice command feature. We get 4 speakers all around and the audio quality is decent enough. We do get rear parking sensors, but what I really miss is a rear camera, just to underscore the premium feel. And yes, we do get all the other stuff like cruise control, steering mounted audio and phone controls, etc. Talking about safety, dual airbags and ABS come as standard. Apart from this, we also get electronic stability program, which prevents the car from toppling over under panic turning scenarios. We do get hill hold control, which prevents the car from rolling backwards when parked on inclines. Also, most importantly, the chassis structure is made up of galvanized steel body that comes with a laser welded roof. So the overall build quality is as sturdy and as durable as it can get. Now coming to the most important section, the engine, we get the same engine options as prior. First, we have the 1.5 liter diesel that puts out 110 PS of max power at 4400 RPM and 250 Newton meters of max torque between 1500 and 2500 RPM. Now this comes mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox. Then we have my personal favorite, the 1.2 liter turbocharged petrol, which puts out a max power of 105 PS at 5500 RPM and a max torque of 175 Newton meters between 1500 and 4100 RPM. This comes mated to the 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox. Please note that DSG stands for Direct Shift Gearbox, which is actually a double clutch gearbox. Now I would request you to watch my detailed Dinopedia video where I explain about AMT, CVT and DSG gearboxes, and you can find the link to that video in the description portion below. Now quickly explaining about how a DSG gearbox works. Now the direct shift gearbox is actually an electronically controlled dual clutch multiple shaft gearbox in a transaxle design with automatic clutch operation and with fully automatic gear selection. In simple terms, a DSG gearbox is like two separate manual gearboxes and two clutches contained within one housing and working as one unit. So how this works is when you have a gear engaged with one clutch, the second clutch works out which gear you likely want to use next and gets it ready. Now this means the gearbox is always prepared for your next move. So this results in fast, smooth and seamless gear shifts. Now talking about my driving experience, well, I have to say I was absolutely blown away by the GT's performance, the way the gear shifts happen at 6000 RPM in sports mode, and the way the car leaps forward each time and throws you back on your seat is absolutely unbelievable. The driving experience puts a smile on your face almost instantly, and that stays up until you get off the car, which won't happen anytime soon. The power delivery is smooth yet fast. The exhaust sound is sporty and racy. The acceleration is absolutely intense, and the high-speed stability is as good as it can get. The car literally launches itself like a missile on four wheels and blasts through the empty stretches. The gear shifts are so fast and so seamless that you touch 160 km per hour in an instant. I could manage up to 180 km per hour on my high-speed stability test before I ran out of the empty stretch, but this car is a scorcher of a performer. The steering feel is just about perfect when it comes to the heft. It weighs up adequately while doing triple-digit speeds. Body roll is virtually non-existent, and the car holds the line flawlessly even when you thrash it around the corners. The 16-inch wheels just stick and give you immense amount of confidence. I really wish I get to drive this car at least once at the BIC because that is where this car belongs. The NVH levels are well controlled in that there is not a lot of wind noise that creeps into the cabin. The suspension is not too hard. It is perfectly tuned to simply glide over the bumps effortlessly, and at high speeds of over 150 km per hour, it feels rock solid in terms of stability. The brakes are absolutely brilliant to control all that crazy power. This is undoubtedly the benchmark in the performance hatch segment, and the bar is set so high that I wonder anyone can dare come even close to matching the sheer finesse and the sheer brutality of this machine. Mileage wise, there is no official claim that I could find for the Petrol TSI, but as per some online sources, it is around 17.21 kmpl. The official mileage claim for the diesel, however, is 18.78 kmpl. Price ex showroom for the Polo GT petrol and the diesel range starts from Rs 9.76 lakhs and goes up to Rs 9.89 lakhs. To know the exact on-road price here in India, please call the number appearing on the screen currently. Well, I guess this wraps up my review of the all-new Polo GT TSI Petrol 2019 model. If you like what you've seen and want to see more, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to be the first to get all the updates from Dinos Vault. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.
Do I even own you? You have been ignoring me. So do I come and find you?